So this is the Cleveland. Some things about the Cleveland. It's a Tier 8 American Tech Tree light cruiser. Kind of infamous because once upon a time at Tier 6, she was nigh impossible to Citadel. Really good rate of fire with their guns. Really good anti-air. At Tier 8, she also has radar and hydro, so she's got a lot of things going for her. She's a very fun light cruiser. The Seattle at Tier 9, sadly, not as much fun. But then the Wooster kind of makes up for it at Tier 10. So, Mythic is playing Tier 8 Cleveland. He's got it fully researched. And let's talk about his build. Oh, look at this. Now, he doesn't want to detonate, but he also doesn't want to use dead flags. So this is absolutely the way to go. For that, you get 70% decrease to your magazine's risk of detonating. Good idea. And then you've got engine room protection. Also a good idea. In a cruiser, generally, the last thing you want to do is lose your engines. So I like that idea. Aiming systems make sense. Steering gears. Now let's take a look at what your maneuverability is. Your rudder shift time is 5 seconds. With a cruiser, generally, I like under 10. So you might actually do better here with going with propulsion. 7.2. It really depends. If you play, if you like to change your throttle settings a lot, propulsion is absolutely the better choice. But if you keep yourself at 100% throttle all the time, then I would go steering gears. And then concealment module makes sense. Excuse me. You've got radar, much better than either of the aircraft choices for consumables. And we don't know if this is a standard captain or somebody special. Now, if it was Ovechkin, you can see his talents aren't being used, so it's not Ovechkin. If it was Doe, same thing. So I'm going to guess it's a standard captain. So let's take a look now at your build. You've got Last Stand, Focus Fire. Now, this is good if you know you're going to be in a lot of carrier matches. If you're divisioning with somebody who's playing carrier, that makes sense. In general, on your own, I don't know that I would pick this. But I would absolutely go priority target. Now, you've gone for Superintendent. This does give you 1 extra radar, 1 extra hydro, 1 extra defensive anti-air. It's okay. At Tier 8, you don't have a heal. The heal, in my opinion, is very important. So I might go survivability here instead of Superintendent. Concealment is a must, absolutely. Adrenaline Rush is a great idea on a light cruiser. And then AA Defense. So you're going hard for anti-air and ASW. Okay. That could, again, if you're divisioned with people you know are playing sub and carrier, this is good. If you are playing solo build, I might go instead for top grade gunner. Helps your DPM a bit. Signals, no signals, so you are just trying to save everything. That's fine. Let's get into your replay then and see what happens. Let me get my replay render ready to go as well. Okay, there it is. Come on, game. There we go.
Battle starts.
What are we listening to? Just gonna go ahead and skip it. Alright, so Tier 10 game. No carriers, so all that those two skills that you expect in anti-air aren't gonna help here. Only 1 sub, so that could work. As Faroe says, release the replay! Now, the radar will be helpful.
I thought it was release the Kraken.
So, you're heading towards this island. Now, you gotta be careful. Ish. Ohio Magi, you probably don't care too much. Let's put it this way, you won't be as punished because there's just fewer battleships. Still, with two battleships, I would expect to see one on each flank. So it is a little risky to move up this far this early. But hey, you do you. Now, C is being capped or contested at least. Z-23 and somebody else on the enemy team. So you're going to want to get into a radar range. And you can see your radar range is 9 kilometer. So I might actually run the radar now just in case you catch the destroyer. There's no, in my opinion, there's no need to cover the entirety of the cap before you radar. Because if that destroyer ends up right in front of you, it's nice to know exactly where they are. And you can see here, you got drawn much deeper into the cap as a result. And Neptune is radaring? That's a radar Neptune?
That's brave.
That's very brave. Alright, absolutely turn, get your rear turrets in on this Summers. You're just keeping your bow pointed. I would very much like to see you also get your rear turrets in on this guy. You need to get him dead. There you go, there you go, there you go. Unfortunately, you're also going to end up ducking beyond the island. Here's where you could have slowed down to try to keep your turrets on target. But fortunately, there's a Venom right there. So that's a thing. I might also pop my Hydro now that the Venom has spotted me and he's seen you beach. I think now's a really good opportunity for you to Hydro. Make sure you don't take a random torpedo for your trouble. There it is. Neptune sitting in smoke. And you're Hydroed as well. You're not even looking at these torpedoes, so I'm guessing you're just hoping that you're going to dodge the torps? I would be looking, frankly. AP. Oh god, you just chewed right through the Neptune. I love it. You might want a DCP. That's a flood. Just putting that out there.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
You do not get a heal in this ship.
Problem solved, sir.
Okay. I don't like that you completely ignored those torpedoes in favor of trying to get that kill. In general, it's better to save your hit point pool for later if you need it. Now, something is in the cap with you. It's got to be that Benham. I might actually push the Benham there. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. It's too bad you had AP in the barrels, but you'll probably still kill him. Nope, you don't. But Jaeger's right there. Good. Okay. Kill secured. Coming out broadside in front of an Amagi is kind of oofish. But at least you're going to dodge torpedoes this way. Yeah, he's beaching a lot. Yeah, yeah. Okay. He's still alive. Alright, you got the kill. Aegir is a threat to you. You cannot be showing broadside to him. Amagi is a threat as well. Oh, Summers. What was that, Big O?
Oh, oops, my bad.
You just detonated the Summers! Wear protection, people! Or at least use the magazine mod. Well, rip your hipper. I might slow down here. There's no need to go full speed away at this point. Ohio, and there's an Azuma that's literally broadside to an Ohio, so that feels bad. You guys are losing this entire map because the majority of your team went to here. Just, I mean, it's okay that the majority of team's there, but that means you absolutely have to win this side. So, something to think about in terms of positioning and maps and stuff like that. That's tough for you being bottom tier, of course. Ohio almost actually dies, so that's interesting. Alright, well, good job getting behind the island at least so the Amagi can't just kill you. But now the problem is... So I'm really feeling, Mythic, like you need to learn to slow down. You know what I mean? You're always going full speed. And that's a habit that you learned early in this game that doesn't need to continue, you know? I think you need to break that habit. I'd be looking at the Amagi right now. Get your guns turned towards him so you can get some shots on him. Maybe over this part of the island so you're not detected while you're shooting. There's the Aegir. Now, the other thing you might have considered doing is holding your fire until the Amagi fired its guns, just to make sure that the Amagi doesn't shoot you and instead shoots a teammate. FG Kitchen upgrade was not designed for people who cook. Room for some utensils and instant prep packages. Chobi would hate it too. Well, you did upgrade your kitchen, so I don't know. I wouldn't sail broad like this, but okay. You do have an Ohio that's shooting you from long range. I would expect that to be the Ohio at least. You hit the C key to try to switch to the front camera. That might help there. And fortunately, your Salem kills the Ohio. I was about to mention that you're putting yourself between both enemy battleships, and I really don't like that. You had an opportunity to head north and deal with the Ohio, and instead you turned back around. Alright, good dodging there. You're very lucky that the Amagi is focusing instead on the Salem instead of you. I don't blame him. He's a tier 10, you're a tier 8, so Salem is definitely the big threat for the Amagi. And more XP earnings. Here, I would use your Hydro to keep an idea of where the Aegir is. You want to ensure the Aegir doesn't come around the island. And also, Aegir's got these 6-kilometer torpedoes. So, radar or Hydro up is a good idea. Wow, get that dodge. Good, I like the idea of shooting up. Nice kill.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
So, not sure why you stopped shooting there, but okay. I don't like to consider a ship dead until, like, it's dead, you know? So, I would have kept shooting there, just to make sure it's dead. So, despite focusing mostly down to the south there, it's all about, I like it. You're asking the Salem for a heal. You guys are still finding a way back in this because the enemy team is just throwing so many of its ships away. So this actually works out well in your favor. The Varl de Bazan dies.
We've spotted an enemy submarine.
Here goes the Johan de Whale. Napoli. All right. Good sights in on the San Diego. He's on the other side of the island. You're not going to hit that. I'd focus on the Harlem here. A Jaeger that uses its guns. Amazing. And just like that, there's only 2 enemies left. I'm shocked at how this replay worked out, Mythic. This was awesome. Harlem takes a torpedo. Could have forced a flood. And a DCP. You're not sure yet. Looks like, looks like he did DCP. Comes the Dutch oven. Absolutely anti-air. There it is, there it is, there it is. Good. You might as well. There's nothing else for you to use your anti-air on, so. Get some free XP from these plane kills. Ooh, Akazuki. Akazuki is all that's left for the enemy team. Just W at him. Wow. That was a pretty nice game, huh? Salem just runs right at him. Done. GG's. Alright, we do have the in screen, so nice job with the dev strike earlier on that, oh, what was it, the Summers, I think? First place by 700 base XP. Dude, that's a game. That's a game. Nicely done, dude. Nicely done. You also got some really good AP into that Neptune there. That was huge. Detonating the Summers, of course, feels bad. Hey, you made it happen. Let's go ahead and look at the replay render.
Tier met or not.
I'm sorry, what?
Tier met or not.
Tier matters not. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it does absolutely come down to how the ship is being played, right?
That's it.
Let's take a look at how this battle unfolds. Again, most of your team decides to nope out of off the other side. Your Magi comes to support you. Your Schlieffen at least stays at A, so that's good. Frankly, I'm amazed you just got gifted that Neptune kill. That was awesome. The Ohio, you're very fortunate. The Ohio got himself dead before he could come back and ruin your game. Azuma looks like he just kept whittling him down with the help of the Salem. Jaeger doing a nice job getting the B cap there. But yeah, like I said, I think the only real feedback I give to you, Mythic, is don't be afraid to hit the S key every now and then and slow down. Otherwise, very nice game. And with the way you're playing right now, propulsion is not going to help you. Steering gears would help you. If you learn to slow down a little bit here and there more, propulsion will be the better choice. Oh, your gearing's almost dead. Ah, Akizuki caught him. Got it. But then the Salem's there, and he just charges the Aki, and that's game. Wow. Nicely done, Mika. Hey, thank you very much for supporting me, and it's good to see you again. It was great meeting you in person. Was that 2 years ago at the USS Kidd now? Whatever it was. So, all right, we're gonna go from here to our stream.